See, they will blame the color black before they blame the perceptions of the color. There was a scientific study, right? They wanted to assess whether the color black communicated aggression or made people more aggressive. So they decided to compare the penalty records of ice hockey and football teams. This was in like the late 1980s. And the penalty record showed that teams who wore the color black collected more penalties than when the same teams wore non-black hues. Now, when you think about it, okay, you can assess, all right, maybe this could be true, right? But let's take it a little step further. But oh, we also need to say hi to my son Wilbur. My bad. I had to get right to it. Say hi, Wilbur.
Yeah.
And say hi back, y'all. Consider the fact that maybe these referees had specific interpretations and perceptions of the color black, and maybe that will signal them to interpret their actions as more aggressive, as being more penalty driven, or being more like penalty deserving, if that makes sense. I don't believe it's as simple as the color black is aggressive, because the color black is more associated with power. Now, I understand, like in sports, how that can translate, but using a penalty record to assess whether or not, because that is even subjective in and of itself. We don't know what, you know what I'm saying? And that's why it's important to think even when you're researching, because I very well had every intention to start this video with like, oh, I found this study and the color black can also communicate aggression or power depending on its venue. I'm having the perception from my experience that color behaves differently depending on its setting, which it does. But this study has nothing to do with that. But that is still a good point. But if you have any other questions about color, if you were confused by this study, if you need the link, drop a comment, and I'll talk to y'all next time. All right, bye.